Hello, this is Darrell Castle with today's podcast. Today is Wednesday, October 9th, 2013, and today we are talking about President Obama's reaction to not immediately getting his way on the debt ceiling. To make sure the American people feel the shutdown in line with his rhetoric, he decided to inflict as much pain on the American people as possible. He wants us to feel it, so we will be sure to encourage our representatives to let him have his way. He ordered all national parks and national monuments closed, including privately staffed parks, which actually make money for the government. He ordered the federal staff to close parks and monuments when it costs money to close them and costs nothing to keep them open. He had the Park Service erect barricades in front of the World War II memorial and refused permission for a group of veterans who had come to Washington to see the memorial erected to their sacrifice. When the veterans went through the barricades anyway, and reporters started showing up, the park workers started talking to each other and then all fled. To real Americans, the World War II memorial is not a political tool. It's much more than that. But this man has shown a tendency to use the federal government to further his political goals. This he has done repeatedly. The memorial is just open space. There is nothing to prevent anyone from walking through it at any time. It needs no guards, no barricades, no gates. The president also tried barricading Mount Vernon, the home of George Washington. This, I suppose, was to show his total disrespect to America. But fortunately, he didn't know enough to realize that Mount Vernon is owned by the Mount Vernon Ladies Association and not by the federal government. Could it be that the Park Service doesn't even know what property it owns? Surely they have people who know more than that. The Mount Vernon website clearly tells us who owns it, and it says that it is open and functioning today. When a Washington Times reporter asked a Park Service ranger why the Park Service tried to block access to George Washington's home, he said, quote, "We've been told to make life as difficult for people as we can. It's disgusting." The Great Smoky Mountains National Park in my state of Tennessee is officially closed. That is, the campgrounds, picnic areas, etc. are closed, but Highway 441, a state highway over the mountains, is open, so the people cannot be deprived of their views of the mountains, and that is the main reason for going to the park. Although in South Dakota, the Park Service tried to block off highway viewing areas of Mount Rushmore so people could not park casually on the side of the highway and view the monument. In Nevada, people who own homes on federal land near Lake Mead have been denied access to their homes. The Air Force-Navy football game between the two academies was canceled, then reinstated after general officers pointed out that it costs nothing to play this game. It's completely funded through ticket sales and depends not $1 on the federal government. There are hundreds of other stories just like this. Many private businesses employing many people had their entrances barricaded to prevent people from entering them through federal highways, etc. There have been 17 previous shutdowns since 1977, but nothing like this. Perhaps President Obama isn't quite as consumed with the welfare of the common man as he would have us believe. A president should be above this sort of thing. He should be above petulant, thuggish behavior, but not this man. No, that is his MO. At least that's the way I see it, folks. Wednesday, October 9th, 2013. Until next time, this is Darrell Castle. Thanks for listening.